I feel honored to be addressing all of you just a few days before the awesome day of Yom Kippur. And if you're anything like me, you're probably thinking to yourself, life's really busy. This is a time where we're supposed to be thinking about how to improve ourselves. But it's just so hard to find the time. And even when we have those few moments when we can think and we have quiet, we can think about what we should improve on, it's so overwhelming. There's so many areas in life that we want to become better at. What should we choose? I'd like to share with you an inspiring thought from the Karliner Rebbe. His name was the Beit Aaron. He was one of the founders, or perhaps the founder, of the Karlin dynasty in the 1800s. And what he says is as follows. He says, when we're thinking about something to improve on, we should choose, it's very important to choose something which is foundational, which is fundamental. Just like a doctor, when he treats his patient, if there's a certain symptom, he doesn't just look at the symptom and treat the symptom, but he looks at what's causing the symptoms. And so too, when we look and try to examine our lives and figure out how we can improve, we should look at a root cause, something foundational, fundamental, that will affect and spill over into other areas. So says the Beis Aaron, the Karliner Rebbe, the foundation of Judaism, of Yiddishkeit, of Avodas Hashem, our connection with God and our relationship with others, is happiness. If we want to improve, if we want to change for the better, work on becoming a happier person. If you're not happy, you can't push yourself to do anything. But hey, Rabbi, wait a second. The question is, hey, I'm one of those people who's not naturally happy. I'm not wired to be happy. Some people have it really easy. By their very nature, they're happy people. But I'm not one of those people. I feel the frowns coming. How do I become more happy? He doesn't stop there. He goes further. He tells us, as many others do also. The first verse in last week's Haftorah, the auspicious Shabbos between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, that verse was Shuva Yisrael, return Israel, ad Hashem Elokecha, until Hashem your God. And many comment what it's teaching us is Shuva Yisrael, return ad Hashem Elokecha, until you have a recognition, until you realize Hashem Elokecha, until you realize the great love that Hashem has for you. If we would realize how much Hashem loves us, and on a daily basis, how much He's showering us with His love, and if we would ask the question, who loves us more than any other person in the world, any other being, the answer is absolutely Hashem, that would make us happier. Well, how do you come to that recognition, that realization that Hashem is showering us with His love? I want to share with you a story. This happened just last week. I was looking in the Kollel office for a certain book that I haven't had for weeks. Couldn't find it. I looked for a few minutes and it wasn't where I was looking. I had to go somewhere. And like anybody else, when you can't find something, it's annoying. You want to find it right away. And I was faced with an inner struggle. I knew the right thing to do was to leave and put it behind me, because I know that most often when I'm looking for something I don't find it. When I leave it aside, I end up finding it soon thereafter. But I wanted to find it right then, and I was faced with that struggle. What should I do? And you know what? I overcame the struggle and I put it aside. That minute, perhaps it was even that second, literally while I was having that struggle, our new Kollel Rabbi, Rabbi Friedman, walked upstairs, and he turns to me and he says, "Hey Moshe, do you on purpose leave this book on the shelf with the shul's books?" And I said, wait a second. Did you know that I was just looking for that book? He said, no, I just happened to pick up the book. I was reading it, and I looked inside, it had your name, and I was wondering to myself, maybe he doesn't know that it's on the shul's bookcase. Let me go find him and return it to him. Most people would say, hey, that's just coincidence. But I think, no, that's Hashem. That's His love showing me one of those moments, those precious moments in life where He's showing me, hey, don't forget, I love you. He's showering me with His love. And when we have those moments, similar moments, never forget them. Write them down. Savor those moments. Don't forget them. And constantly remind ourselves until we have the next moment. And when we achieve that, when we can do that, we will become happier people. And we will be able to improve on the area of happiness, which will spill over into all other areas of connection with Hashem, mitzvah observance, and please God, will help us in our relationship with others. I want to wish everyone a Shana Tova. It should be a meaningful Yom Kippur, a meaningful fast. I wish all of you and your families a wonderful, wonderful year with only blessing and happiness. Hashem should fulfill all of our prayers. It should be a good year for the Jewish people.